Today you get to meet what I like to say, one of the good guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the best civil rights reporter in America, Mr. Jerry Mitchell.
In a sense, Mississippi was a police state in the 50s and the 60s. The authorities, the state authorities, kept information on people in Mississippi who were involved with the civil rights movement. And they would often feed information to the Ku Klux Klan. And there was literally like 100,000 pages or files in the state capitol of Mississippi. And he is still at this time going through it. So he's been able to help in exposing Medgar Evers' murderer, Cheney, Goodman, and Schwerner. Vernon Damer is another person. Through Jerry Mitchell's work, they were able to take all this information and nail these guys in the Klan that killed people in the 50s and the 60s. And I would say we're still going to learn more about all these cases, and it's through Jerry Mitchell's work. He's a brave guy.
Some people describe me as a crusading reporter, and that's fine. If people want to say that, that's fine. But I'm not an activist. I'm trying to be a journalist. I'm trying to record this. And once you kind of step over that line and become an activist, you really can't be a journalist anymore. So I really view my role as just recording all this. It's, you know, being an eyewitness to all these incredible cases.
As you well know, it all kind of started with the Medgar Evers case. And Medgar Evers was killed. What you probably have heard or realized by now is Medgar Evers was killed here in Jackson in June 12, 1963, shot in the driveway of his own home.
Driver's side faced an open alleyway there, so it was an easy target. So he got out the driver's side, which was this, and it faced the side of the house. There's nowhere for anyone to hide. He stepped out of the car. He was carrying t-shirts that said, "Jim Crow must go." And a gunshot rang out from over there. The bullet went through Medgar's back. It went through his chest. That same bullet went through this window right here. His children, they came running for the front door. Murley came running for the front door. Medgar, being the strong man that he was, had his keys in his hands. He crawled up the driveway here and passed out right on the stairs. His 9-year-old daughter, Rena, opened the door, saw her father lying in his own blood, and started crying and said, "Get up, Daddy. Daddy, please get up. Daddy, get up. Please get up." They put him in a car, and they left. He died an hour later.
There was a murder weapon that was found not too far from where Medgar was killed in Honeysuckle Bush, and it belonged to Byron Neal Beckwith. He was tried twice in '64, but two all-white juries basically deadlocked, and he was free.
You have kind of injustice at its height. Like, everybody knows this guy is guilty, but yet he's walking away from it.
Fast forward now to 1989, I was here at the paper, and I did a story that basically showed that the state of Mississippi secretly assisted Byron Neal Beckwith's defense, which nobody knew at the time. And that was in the Sovereignty Commission records.
The Sovereignty Commission included judges, lawyers, and professional businessmen. Their job was to destroy any group or any person who was trying to upset the status quo.
There was no evidence, no murder weapon, no transcript, nothing. But Murley Evers believed, and she prayed, and some amazing things happened.
Since 1989, there have been 22 different killings from the civil rights era that have been re-examined by authorities. There have been 26 arrests and 21 convictions, 2 acquittals and 1 mistrial. And it all started here in Jackson. And a bunch of these cases are up north, by the way, so don't just think this is a southern thing. May God bless you on your own journey of redemption. Thanks a lot, guys. King Solomon once said, where there is justice, there is joy. And I mean, those are the kind of words that resonate for me. I mean, you know, to see the joy on people's faces like Merle Evers after Byron Diddlebeck was convicted after all those years. To see the Damer family after Sam Bowers was convicted after all those years. I mean, it's something, you know, lots of people involved in this. And so, you know, I just don't view it as me. I don't. I mean, a good picture of how I think of this is I'm at the very top of a very tall mountain, and there's a little snowball that starts. And then by the time it gets to the bottom of the mountain, it's an avalanche.